thing on? Is it on? Is it on? Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to the first YouTube video of my brand spanking new business, The Pretty Funny Co. It feels really weird to like finally be sat down filming this video and talking about everything out loud, because this has been something that I've just been like dreaming up in my little head for the last however many months. Well, it's been in the works, I feel like, for a long time. Like, I think this is something I always knew I was going to do, but COVID, you know, sped it all up a little bit, because girl needs to hustle, earn money, and, you know, life's too short for waiting on things to happen, so we're making them happen. Basically, my name's Natalie. I am the owner and current creative brains behind The Pretty Funny Co, which is a brand new stationery and gifting and lifestyle brand that I am launching as of Sunday, the 22nd of November 2020. What I hope for my brand is that it's going to be able to kind of blur the lines between what's pretty and what's funny. So there's two reasons I came up with this name. So the first one was as simple as, like, you know, having a conversation with my parents, like, oh, I think I want to do this, I want to do stationery, blah blah blah, trying to come up with names. And my dad was like, well, like, what do you want out of it? Like what I was thinking, what do I want people to feel like when I view my products, my cards, blah blah blah. And I was like, I kind of want the vibe of people look at it and go, oh, it's pretty funny. And then I was like, wait a minute. That, and also I kind of want to like lift the lines between genres. I feel like with greetings card and gifting, like, you have like really pretty beautiful gifts and you have humorous gifts, and I don't know, in my head I want to create something that's kind of in the middle and that can kind of be anything at once, like a little bit like people, like who's to say who's to say girls have to be pretty or funny? Like, why can't we be both? But yeah, so that's kind of where the name came from. It's probably the craziest idea to start a business in 2020, I know, I'm fully aware, but like I said, I just feel like life's too short at the minute, and that, well, I'm one of those people, I can't sit around bone idle doing nothing. Like, you know, I'm easily entertained, don't get me wrong. I can happily ferret away with a good book or watch 8 seasons of Game of Thrones in 3 days, pretty much, which is almost what I did. Not 3 days, but like a week, which is pretty heavy going for Game of Thrones. But after a while I was like, no, I need to be creative. I need to channel like my creative energy into something. So just a little bit about me and why I decided to start a stationery brand. So I'm actually trained as a musical theatre performer, so as like an actress and a singer, and I've worked professionally doing both, and I hope to continue working professionally doing both. So I don't want my like friends and family watching this to think, oh my god, she's giving up on her dreams. No, that's not happening. It's just that I'm laying the foundations and setting a path for another dream, you know, because you're allowed to have more than one. It's okay, kids. Like many people, the coronavirus pandemic has left me out of a job. I was working on the cruise ships as a singer, and I was absolutely loving my life. Like, literally, I was like, finally got a job. Like, it's taken me like 2 years to get this dream job, and then obviously this has all happened, but it's fine. We're not bitter, we're gonna be better. So I've been at home like everyone, quarantining, kind of been waitressing in between, but now I'm furloughed, blah, blah. So I was basically like, I need to do something, I have to be creative, and it's a little bit tough to be creative in the theatre industry at the minute. It's not impossible, but it is just really tricky. So I found myself like doodling and drawing and doing things like that, making things like, and basically I got an iPad and I got Procreate and all this stuff, and there was one day where I was sat kind of doodling, and I just for some reason like put up my Instagram story, and I was like, apparently when I'm bored I doodle. And excuse me, sorry, it's a Diet Coke. A couple of my friends replied to my story and been like, these doodles are like cute, you should make them into cards or something. And I was like, okay, me being the people pleaser that I am. So I decided that I would use my quarantine time to like learn a new skill. So I was going to learn how to use Illustrator, Procreate, and how to do digital like art. I found the greetings card website Thoughtful. If you haven't heard of it, it's really, really great, and I recommend it for creatives. Well, I say I found it, actually my dad found it, I have to give him credit. Thoughtful allows anybody to upload a greetings card design of their creation. They just have to upload like a JPEG image, and then they'll put it on their website, and for every card you sell you earn, I think it's 30p in commission. So I was like, well, that seems like a no-brainer to test the water and see like if people actually will buy my cards. So that's what I did, and I uploaded a few designs, and it took a little while. Like I think in my first month though I sold maybe 70, and that was without telling any of my family and friends, because at first I kind of just kept it between like me and my parents, because I was a bit like, I don't want to make a big fuss and then it turns out to be nothing and it turns out to be rubbish. So I was like, I'm just gonna like do it. And then the next month I was like, oh, I've sold like 140 now. And then I've been averaging kind of like 150, 160 ever since. And I was like, okay, like we're getting somewhere. So I got a bit braver, and I decided to like start sharing a little bit more of like what I was doing and dreaming up in my head on like my social medias. And again, like I have very kind friends that were just like, yeah, go on, do it. So I did it. And that's basically where we are now. So I've taken a plunge. I've ordered some stock on my credit card, and I'm hoping for the best. I'm gonna launch as a proper online shop for the Pretty Funny Co. I'm super nervous, but I'm really excited as well. Like it's been so good for me to have something to like motivate me, and since I've started, like I've just got so many ideas of like where it could go, and basically like I just have ideas of ways I could be different, and a way I think I could bring some good, hopefully, to the world. We shall see. We'll see if we watch this back in a few years and go, no you didn't, or yeah you did. Today is, what's the date today? The 16th of November, and I'm going to be launching on Sunday, which is the 22nd of November, at www.prettyfunnyco.com. So hopefully I'll see some of you there. I am in a second going to literally show you all of the products that I'm doing for my first launch, so to give everyone like a look and maybe go, ooh, like I might want to buy that one, or ooh, I'm not going to buy that one. Yeah, I just thought I would kind of introduce my products and a little bit about what I'm about. Before I do introduce the products though, I just wanted to talk a little bit about like why I'm doing a YouTube video and like a YouTube channel about all this. So I don't know about anyone else, but I love watching like studio vlogs and like vlogs about small business owners on YouTube, and it has been so amazing to have so much material to watch when trying to like start a business of my own, because you can kind of, you know, people are offering their advice and, you know, the mistakes they've made and things they would avoid or things they're really pleased they did, and then you can kind of get a sense of what's working for everyone and or what's not going to work for me. Like I like that they did that, but I'm not going to do that, you know. And it's been really invaluable to me, and has kind of given me the motivation to go by watching some of these brands grow bigger and bigger. Also, they're just really relaxing. Like I know it sounds so stupid, but even when like you're watching them like package, it's like ASMR. You're like when they're like taping and tissue papering, and I was like, oh, just really enjoy that. I thought as well that it would be really nice to document my journey of the Pretty Funny Co and have something to look back on, even if this only lasts for like a few months. Like I'm trying to be realistic and be like, nah, like this might not happen for you, you know, it's a risk. But if it does happen, and if, you know, things go the way I want them to, then it will be really exciting and yeah, really fun to have this to watch in a few years. The other main reason that I wanted to start this YouTube channel is I really wanted to be able to create a resource for like younger, maybe like adolescent generations about like starting a business and how you can literally go from like scratch. So I'm literally sat in my bedroom in my parents' house because I'm unemployed at the age of 26, and I'm starting from scratch and I'm just giving it a go, and hopefully like to see how you can progress if you kind of just like apply yourself, you plan accordingly, how you can like market yourself. Like I'm hopefully going to do lots of like top tip videos. I'm going to do like behind the scenes vlogs, like strategies. Like obviously at the minute, like I have to admit, like my knowledge is pretty limited. My dad helps me a lot because he has a small business himself, so in terms of like legalities, he's very good at knowing what I should and shouldn't do. But you know, as things progress, I'd love it to be able to be that I can offer an insight into being like an entrepreneur and running your own business. That's my thoughts at the minute, is for it to be like a small business resource and hopefully something fun and relaxing to watch, because I know I like watching them. Okay, so I feel like I've harped on enough about the business blah 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 side of it. So now I'm gonna basically show you my products. My first 3 product lines are gonna be greetings cards, art prints, and oh my god, what's my other product? Notepads. I couldn't even remember then. So I'm gonna start with the notepads first of all. I have 3 notepads here, 2 are A5 and 1 is A6. So the first one is the A6 one, and it's this little one here. I really actually like this one, I'm quite proud of this. All of 3 of the notepads have this like cosmic design around the edge, so it's like moons and stars. I don't know if you can see my bedroom like behind me, but like my bedding is like moons and stars, and I have moons and things everywhere. I have a little tattoo on my foot of a moon. But yeah, that's just something that like I really loved, and I thought if nothing else for my first collection I'm gonna design things that I like in case I'm stuck with them forever. In case they don't sell and I've got to use 100 notepads for the rest of my life. That's why I did that, and also I think it looks cute. So we've got this one, so this is A6. This one is going to retail at £4.50, and it's blank as well, so there's no lines on it. The second one is a lined notepad. So basically again it's got that cosmic pattern around the side, but it's just lined notepad like this, and again you've got the info on the back, 50 sheets, and this one is going to be £5. So this one's kind of like the more like flexible one. You can kind of do whatever you want with this one. It's really good for taking notes, or like having on the side like of your desk, or my mum always has a notepad by her kettle, so she'll like, if she thinks oh I have to buy this, she'll like write it down. So notepads are always good with like just lines for things like that. And then the final of the 3 notepads is this one, which is like a list pad. So basically it says have to do and hope to do, because I don't know about anyone else, like I always make to-do lists. I can't live without them. I literally cannot function without a to-do list, but my to-do list always feels really overwhelming because I put everything on it, where I'm like, right, like I have a lot that I want to do, but then sometimes I'm not as good at like prioritizing like what's actually do I need to do today right now and what can wait. So I created this for people like me. So this is what you have to do and what you hope to do. So get this done first and then this. This one is going to retail at £6 just because there's a little bit more to it. So yeah, you've got £6, £5 and £4.50. So that's my little notebooks. I'm really proud of them. Art prints. Okay, so I have 4 different designs that I'm launching. One of them is just going to be in A5, and the other 3 are going to be available in A5 and A4. The reason that the one's only available in A5 is because it was actually a commission that a friend asked me to do very kindly, and she said that she was happy for me to sell a couple more copies, because basically when I ordered her print I had to order like 10 minimum, so I have a couple spare. And that is this one here. So first of all it says I didn't ask for your opinion, and it's got like the black font and then the white sort of hand lettering underneath it there. All the art prints come on like a grey board backing and a little bit of a description. The A5 prints are going to retail at £5. They look so cute. I've actually got, I don't know if you can see, I've got one in like a little pink frame here. I'm really happy with them. The quality is really good. They're all printed on 100% recycled paper. The supplier that I get them from only uses recycled materials, so I'm really happy with that, and it's really thick, so they should last you a really long time. The second design is probably my personal favourite. I actually have this on my gallery wall already up here. You can't see it, it's a little bit higher up, but I was really happy with this one when I designed it. It's quite simple, but I just like the colours and everything like that. So it's this one here, and it says, oh, the only thing about the plastic is a bit reflective. It says dream big baby girl, and it's kind of like got this rainbow, and it's orange and really nice yellows and mauves, and then the background is like a very pale pink kind of mauvey tone. So that's that one, and like I said it's also available in A4, so these ones are £6 there. And the next design I have is this one here. So it says do what makes you truly happy, and that's the one I have in that frame back there, and again available in A5 and A6. I quite like this one. There's a bit more like textures in it, so I use kind of like the gouache effect, like a painting effect, mixed with the font rather than just kind of the colours and fonts there. And then the last one is this one here, and it says emotions like the waves. So it's just kind of this like wavy effect, got a bit of a blue, so slightly different colour scheme if you don't like pinks. And then basically the letters LOVE are in pink, so highlighted the word love. So that is my art prints done. So lastly, I'm going to show you like the main kind of initial product brainchild of the Pretty Funny Co. So I'm going to show you my greetings cards. I've spent so many hours on these because I would draw them and then I would get the format wrong, or like the resolution wasn't good enough, so I had to like, it's a real trial and error process like getting it right, but I feel like I've got it now. And also I made like my own font, like the Pretty Funny Co font, which is what's used on like pretty much all of my stuff to kind of make it recognizable. Bit of branding for you. So that took me some time, but now I've got it, I'm really pleased because it gives like a consistency across everything. So I don't really know where to start. There's quite a lot actually. I'm going to start with the non-foiled. So I have some greetings cards with holographic foil, not holographic, just foil in general. And I have some that don't have foil. I did a bit of a survey on my personal Instagram of what people preferred like in greetings cards. Like, do they prefer the foil? Do they prefer it plain? Like, and what were their reasons? And most people actually said they preferred the foil, because I really like it as well. I think it looks like really professional and like makes it look a bit more luxurious, like a bit luxe. But then some people made the really good point to me that obviously for like older generations or people that like are maybe like a bit more have a bit more like sight problems, then the foil can be a bit difficult to read. So I was like, oh yeah, fair enough, that's completely true. So I went for a mix of both. So I've got some cards with foil and some cards without, and there's a couple of cards that I've done in both. Like if I like really like the design, or I think it could work both ways, then I've done it as a foiled and as a standard greetings card as well. I'll start with the standard ones. So first of all, we have this little fella here. So it says merry and bright, crossed out shite, probably because it's 2020. Am I right? Am I right? No, it's not. Christmas is going to be great, but for the pessimistic friends you have, because we all have them, and just for a little bit of humour, like acknowledging, making light of this whole situation. So that's this one here. The standard greetings cards, they're all A6 and they retail at £2.50. They're printed on 100% recycled paper. So something that I really want to draw attention to and make everyone aware of is because they're printed on recycled paper, some greetings cards may have a slight like speckled effect. So you know when you see like craft envelopes, they look a little bit like speckly. Well, some of the cards like have more of a speckly effect than others. Now I made that choice consciously because I was like, no, I want to use the recycled paper, and they still, the colours come up really well because it's uncoated, so they still look really bright and vivid. But just if when you're looking at them, I'll try and find an example in a minute, if when you're looking they look a little bit speckly, that's totally how it's meant to be. Next we have this one here, which is your new colleagues will be compared to me. Then we have this one here that says happy birthday honey. It's a bit more like kind of like bougie, I guess, like got that nice little typography font going on there. Next we have this one which says keep going you beautiful beam of sunshine. Aww, because we all need a little pick-me-up in these times, so these would be really lovely to send to friends that you're missing. The next one is girls just wanna have porn star martinis. That's this one. This was one of my ones on Thoughtful and it sold really well, so I decided to make it into a physical card. I did just lighten up the background colour though, so if you go on Thoughtful it's like a dark pink, but I've done it in a lighter pink now, just to have something a bit different. Then this one is like my baby. It's like my bestseller, like my first card I ever uploaded on Thoughtful. It's been slightly modified, like a bit neatened up, because my drawing skills have significantly improved since I first started doing the cards, like my typing and everything, because I've just got better with the Apple Pencil. So this is like the OG, the keep your spirits up card, and then it's little hands holding up spirits at the bottom there. Again, I was designing these in like the middle of the pandemic, so it was like cards that you want to send friends and stuff like that, and just to cheer them up a little bit and send them a note to say you're thinking of them. Next, this is another one of like my original designs, and this one says oh you do, and it's meant to be like oh you do, like from Bridesmaids. Me and my friends say that to each other all the time. Like if we're like, oh, I really need to go and eat like some food, I'm really hungry, we're like, oh, you do? Like, oh, you know the owner? Helen knows the owner. So that's why I kind of did it like this. So like if your friend's getting married, you know how we're all a little bit bitter that our friends are getting married and we're still single? It's like, oh, you do? Oh. That's the idea. The next one is for all my friends up north. This one says, I hope your birthday, can you even see it? I'm trying to like get it in focus and not my head. It says, I hope your birthday is as lit as Blackpool illuminations. So that's one for my northern friends. The next one is this one here. It basically just says, happy birthday, you moody bitch. Because we've all got that one friend. And if you don't have that friend, it's probably you. So the last two, the reason I'm showing you these two last is because these are the ones that are available as a standard and as a foiled greetings card. So the first one is Happy Christmas from a social distance. Get your words out. Happy Christmas from a social distance. So a very 2020 greetings card we have there as well. And then the other one, the last one is thanks for always listening to me moan. So this is one for your friends. You know, I have a few friends I need to give this to, if I'm honest. Oh, just moaning about life. I'll now show you the foiled versions of those two cards to start with, and then the rest of the foiled cards. So, I love the foiled cards so much. They're so nice. They're also printed on recycled paper. However, these ones have like a lamination around the outside. They have to do that because of the foil, so they feel like really smooth and really lovely. And I'm like, oh, they just feel so professional. And they look so good, like the holographic, the way it catches. Oh, I just love it. So that's that one. And then when it comes to the thanks for listening to me moan, I did it in gold foil. So I don't know if you can see, but that's that one there. The foil greetings cards will retail at £3. So they're 50p more than the standard greetings cards, but they are more expensive to manufacture. So that's the reason I have to do that basically. Hopefully in the long run, I can try and find a way to kind of even things out. Next to the foil greetings cards, I have this one here. So it's only a little bit of foil on this one, but it's just like a little subtle touch. So it says, and though she be but little, she be a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty. So it's just a little play on a quote with a song. Then next we have this one. This was the one I opened first when I opened my box of foiled cards, and I was like, oh, they look so nice. And it came out like better than I could have thought. So that's this one here, and it says, oh my god, yay, you adulted. Being an adult needs celebration. It's hard, it's really hard. Can you even see that? I feel like I'm just holding them up and they're not even like focusing. I don't know. There you go. There it is. Look how pretty. The next card is inspired by The Devil Wears Prada, one of the most iconic films of all time. And it says, happy birthday. That's all. So that's like that, and the little trident is in a red holographic foil there. Next, this one is just for me personally, but I think other people will like it. This one says, you're not Captain America, but you'll do. So that is just there, and then it's the Captain America that's in like a red foil, and it's got a little star behind, because Captain America is basically the love of my life. So whenever I eventually get myself a boyfriend, this is what I'm giving him. Then the last two are kind of Christmas cards as well, so these are probably going to be maybe a little bit more popular right now. So this one here says, shake your tits, it's Christmas. And that's in a red holographic foil there. Lastly, this is probably like, I feel like I've said this about quite a few, but this is probably my favourite card. I don't know why, I just really, really love it. I think it's because it stands out so much. And this one says, sparkle and shine. So it's in a gold foil. It looks so, so pretty. Like, this doesn't even do it justice in real life, but yeah, that's that one. This one is kind of inspired by one of my favourite Christmas films, which is Nativity. And if you haven't seen it, you should. It's so cute, and me and my best friend watch it every year, and the last 2 years we also went to watch the like live show at like the Hammersmith Apollo and in Oxford. Oh, it was just so good. We love it. So this one was kind of there, but I feel like this one could carry on and be like a, you know, like a card for your stagey friends, like when they've got their opening nights, or when they've got like a really big performance or exam, like where they need to sparkle and shine on the stage, you know. So I don't know, this one could be a long runner. So yeah, that's basically it. That is my first kind of Pretty Funny Co launch. Woo! Woo! I have literally so many ideas of where this could go, so I'm really excited. Like, I already have like my next products lined up. I'm just kind of being like, no, don't spend any more money until you've hopefully at least made a little bit back. Really hope that you guys will stick along for the ride if you've kind of stumbled across this channel by accident, or whether you're one of my friends, you know. I'm really excited to see where it could go, and I hope that I can like do that Billie Eilish interview thing where I watch this back in a year and go, wow, like look how much you've done in a year. Or like, you fool. Please do subscribe. Don't forget to go follow the Pretty Funny Co on Instagram at Pretty Funny Co, and check out my website on the 22nd, www.prettyfunnyco.com, and I will see you there, and I will see you again on this channel very soon.